Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Such a hide, such a soul, and when you find me there, you search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. No, it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your eyes, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way. Look into your high place.
Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do. Love you, Dad.
Everyone may be seated.
Where's my friend?
Huh?
There, you slacked his job. Hi, baby.
Hi, I love
I
you.
missed you.
Didn't get to rehearse, I'm sorry.
I think that was the noisiest be seated I've ever heard in my life. There's some things we need to get out of the way before we actually start the ceremony. First of all, on behalf of David and Vicky, I want to thank all of you for coming out today. We also need to keep in our prayers. We just found out that Aaron Wills, who cooked all the meat and stuff, has been taken to the hospital. So, let's keep him in our prayers. I want to start out with the recital of the Lord's Prayer, and I'd like for everybody to bow their heads and join in, please. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. This is what I couldn't get through in rehearsal at home by myself even. I would like to have a moment of silence for all of those who can't be here today, who would love to have seen this wedding. Okay. One other thing I need to get out of the way. I'm 60 years old, but for those of you who know my mother, I'm still the baby of the family, except for Julie. And she's always wanting to know what I'm doing and where I'm at so that I don't get in trouble. And so I was doing a wedding one time, and my phone, I'd forgot to put it on silent, and it, ring. I'm like, might be important with 6 kids, could be emergency. So I'm like, Bob, what are you doing? Mom, I'm doing a wedding. Look, I'll show you. And so from that point on, I now take selfies because it's that day and age. So I'm going to take one this way first. I'm going to take one that way, and then I'll take one of the congregation. You ready, guys? Okay, if you can't see yourself, you're not in the picture. Okay. Now, ladies. Okay, good. Now, when I take a picture, you guys, can y'all give me a thumbs up for these guys? You guys stand kind of behind me, so I make sure we get you in the picture. It is your day. And we'll get as many in here as we can. Whoops, I almost dropped my... Let's try it one more time. Ready? Good, okay. Thank you. You just got me out of trouble for a Saturday. What happens after here, I don't care about. At least till 5 o'clock, I can prove where I was. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. At this time, I believe you guys have vows. Who gets to go first?
I get to go first.
You are, sir.
I'm supposed to hold this?
You betcha. Make sure they hear you.
Well, I got to write it down because my memory's not as good. And you may need to hold this.
Or do I need the Kleenex?
No, I think I'm good for the moment. Babe, you know I'm not a man of many words. But let me start with this. Natasha, Christy, Derek, it's an honor to marry... Uh-oh. Is it still... Okay, it's an honor to marry your mother today. With that honor comes the 3 of you. Today I vow to be the best friend and stepfather I can be for each of you. I got a little something for you guys. Wrong pocket. This pocket. Nope. Wrong pocket.
Which door would you like?
Oh, here we go. These rings are for the 2 of you. And Derek, I got something for you too.
Well, if you got something for me, baby, I think I need to be up here with you. It's an honor to give you to my mother, buddy.
Okay, where was I here? To the grandchildren, you have made me complete, to love me so unconditionally, and for that, I can't even read. I vow to always love you and be here for you. Well, you give me a high five. Look at you. I got one for you. Love you. I got one for you. Love you. Switch. Now to you, Vicky. There's no more counting the months, the weeks, the hours, or the minutes. It's here now. You have shown me so much, so many things since I've entered your life. Most of all, you've shown me how to be a humble man. I'm complete with you by my side, and I love you the way we love so many of the same things. I love you as a hunting partner, and you are my rock. I love you most of all because God opened my eyes to finally to get this right. Thank you for seeing the good in me and showing me how to see in myself. And thank you for loving me like no one else. And thank you for giving me this honor today of being my wife.
I don't know if I'll be able to follow that. My sheet's a little bigger than yours.
It always is.
That's right. I bet I've written this over and over again several times because there's so much about our life to say and about you to be said. I'm not sure if it was the moment you told me to lean over so I could hear you better, and you stole that kiss. You're like I didn't slap you. Or that moment you asked me to if you could bring over pizza for supper one evening, and you never left. Even though I kept asking, shouldn't you go check out on your own house, you'd give me the same reply over and over again. We can go this weekend.
Special delivery for David White.
On pizza.
So, just so you know, I'm bringing you pizza, but I'm not going nowhere.
Congrats.
I'll put it up here at your table so you have to.
The moment when you revealed to me the reason you never left was because you were scared to death I would never let you return. You weren't going anywhere, but I just couldn't give you the upper hand. My heart tells me the true moment was when I saw you with my children and how much you wanted to love them and be loved by them. You have transformed yourself into one hell of a man over these years of us being together, and I want to say thank you for all you are, for all that you do, and most of all, for loving all of us the way you do. We pray together, we work together, we play together. Love together, we stand together, no matter what we face. I truly give thanks to God for blessing us with love we've never known, patience we've never known, and love so unconditional that it carries respect, communication, honor to each other and those we keep close to us. I am so honored and proud to finally become your forever wife today, opposed to your forever fiance. God bless the broken roads that led us to each other. I love you, Mr. David Allen White, today, tomorrow, forever, and the remaining of my life.
Very nice, guys. Before we perform the ring ceremony, I want to explain to everyone and also participate in this as to why we put the ring on the ring finger. David, can you show her what to do? Put your middle finger down. Now put these 4 fingers against his 4 fingers and put your middle fingers together. And everybody in the crowd, go like this. It's just like this. Put your 4 fingers together and drop your middle finger down. Okay? This is an old Chinese proverb. I actually saw it online, so some of you may have even seen this before, but the thumb represents your parents. The index fingers represent your brother and sister. I didn't tell you to do that yet. Represents your brothers and sisters. The middle finger represents these two as individuals, so we've taken them out of the picture now because they are joining and becoming one. The little finger represents their children, and the ring finger represents their union together. So you will notice that You can pull your thumbs apart. Pull your thumbs. There you go. Because you're not going to remain with your parents. Well, some of you will not remain with your parents your whole life. So those of you who couldn't pull your thumb apart, now you know why. Okay, put them back together. Now pull your index finger apart. Now obviously you don't want to live with your brothers and sisters forever. Especially in my family, there was too many of us, couldn't get a big enough house. Okay, put them together. Now the little finger, you hope that you raise your children and you teach them how to grow and be on their own and be self-sufficient. So you can pull those fingers apart. Put them back together. Put them back together. Now pull your ring fingers apart. This unity cannot be broken. And that's why the Chinese say, put the ring on the ring finger so that this unity will never be broken. By mom, by brothers and sisters, by family, or friends. Okay, that's all. Okay. You've got the ring? Oh, okay. We switched. Okay. Last night you said she had his and he had yours, but that's okay. We'll do it this way. Vicky, do you take David to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Place the ring upon his finger, please.
Oh my.
I'm sweating.
Are you nervous?
I'm hot too.
Okay. Do we have Vicky's ring anywhere?
Holy cow.
You don't remember buying that one, do you? David, do you take Vicky to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
Yes, I do.
My car is my back door.
I did it.
Are you nervous too? Well, that's funny. I'm nervous too, so that makes three of us that are nervous up here. By the power vested in me by the state of Illinois, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Don't kiss yet. No. We ain't done yet. No. You've done enough kissing already. This is a wedding. I have one thing I want to give to them. And it's been in my family for decades. And my dad would say these words to my mother at least once a year. And I'm going to pass the words on to you guys because they made it through 60 years. I know you'll be really old if you guys make it 60, but... And these are the words. Look at each other. If the world keeps on turning, as I'm sure it's bound to do, then I'll keep on loving you. If the stars stay in heaven and the moon stays in the blue, then I'll keep on loving you. But what if things change? The sky would fall, the dawn wouldn't come, and the world would stall. I wouldn't care, long as you're near. It wouldn't matter to me at all. You are heaven to me, dear. You're my every dream come true. And I'll keep on loving you. You may now kiss the bride.
Do I have to wipe it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Mr. and Mrs. David and Vicky White.
So I guess we're supposed to stop at the line.